Hello, hello. My name is Erin, and this is Things to Do, and my goal is to help you fight boredom. I have one or two extra ideas. I normally throw 3 or 4 ideas out. Today I have 5, and we will jump right in. Let me say something specific about this video today. They're kind of geared towards people who are over 55. But if one of these ideas sounds good to you and you're 20, then by all means, please go out and do it. So we'll jump right in. The first thing I have for you today is to start a breakfast club. And this is something I did years ago. It was a lot of fun, and then I ended up getting transferred to a different office. But this is the idea. We had 7 or 9 coworkers that would get together every Thursday morning. So our office was about 125 people. And we had a little diner in the ground floor of our office tower. And so 7 to 9 of us were in this breakfast club, and we would meet every Thursday morning from 7:30 to 8:30 and catch up with one another and just to have a good time visiting and before we went upstairs to work. It was really, really nice. I loved it. Sometimes there would only be 4 or 5 of us. Sometimes all 9 of us could make it. But it just kind of was a way to break up the week a bit and get maybe a little bit of a taste of the upcoming weekend. And we just really enjoyed it. So consider doing that. If you're retired and you maybe have a little more flexibility with your schedule, consider a coffee club. And by that, what I mean is research mom and pop coffee shops near you. Get 2 or 3 people who are interested in meeting you every Tuesday morning for coffee, whatever day of the week, and go start at just a shop that you happen to like. I have said before on my videos, I love mom and pop coffee shops. And it's not that I have anything against great big ones. They're wonderful too, but I do try to support local and support mom and pop in general, whether it be a restaurant, a hardware store, a plumber. So anyway, start at your favorite coffee shop. And the objective is for everyone in the club, it could be 3 people, it could be more, does some research on mom and pop coffee shops, and then people take turns suggesting which one to meet at the next week. And so encourage your friends to bring a friend or 2, and it serves a couple of purposes. Number one, I am not retired. I am still working full time, but I am telling you what, I am researching retirement like I am a new parent getting ready to have a baby. I am reading everything I can. I'm watching everything I can. And I know also from my mother, having an obligation is really important. Needing to be somewhere at a specific date, specific time, specific group of people is very important. It offers some structure on what could be very unstructured if you kind of just jump right into retirement. And so having these obligations throughout the week, different places that you have to be, really helps. If you feel like just staying in bed and not getting up and getting out and doing anything, if you're obligated, it helps with that. It also helps to broaden your social circle. So you're meeting new people. You're no longer in the workplace where you're meeting new people. You're now retired. But by encouraging your friends to bring a friend or 2, you are meeting people you may not have necessarily met otherwise. So ask people to join your coffee club, start it, share the idea. It's pretty flexible, it's pretty casual, and just see how it goes. So breakfast club or a coffee club. The second idea I have for you is consider attending a lecture. So if you are really interested in learning something more about, I don't know, let's say you've read a little bit about the Love Canal and you don't really understand it. It was decades ago, but it kind of intrigues you. Or maybe the Johnstown floods. I remember I researched that years ago because I just thought, so it was a massive flood and then it turned into a massive fire. And so I did a lot of research on that, and it's actually very, very tragic, but it's part of our country's history. I love history. So don't think about attending a lecture in the sense that you need to go learn more about quilting or whatever your interest may be, because it's going to be such a specific niche, you may not find anything. Chances are you're not. Instead, look up your local library, local museums, local colleges and universities, and see what lectures they have. You'd be surprised when you read through a list of free lectures open to the public. You'd be surprised at what you might find interesting. Something that you wouldn't have necessarily researched, but there it is. They're talking about whatever topic may be, and so sign up for it and attend a lecture. Again, you're getting out in public, you're interacting with people, you're learning new things, all really important as we get older and younger. The third thing I have for you is something I love doing. Some wouldn't classify it as fun. I classify it as very rewarding, but consider purging a closet. Consider purging a great big dresser. So you could go maybe to your coat closet by the front door. And have you worn this coat in 3 years? No. Donate it. Do you need 5 pairs of gloves? No. Donate some. Scarves. Our coat closet by the front door also has a lot of board games and card games. And I went through several boxes and actually consolidated a bunch. I mean, how many sand timers do you need? Especially when we use timers on our phone now all the time, or we ask our smart speaker to set a timer for us. So I consolidated a bunch of board games into one box. And so anyway, it feels good. I really, I've talked about it before, I strive to be a minimalist, and less stuff is less stuff to worry with and keep organized and clean. And so consider purging a closet or a dresser or a area in your attic or corner of the garage, but just get rid of stuff. Throw it away, donate it, give it to someone else that you know who might enjoy it or be in need of this particular thing. I tease my husband all the time. I swear he has 8 hammers. I swear. He says he doesn't, but every time we need a hammer, he comes out of the garage with a different one, and he says they all have different purposes. But anyway, there could be more than 8. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is, as I record this, we're in the beginning of the summertime, and so some of us may find ourselves at the beach. And so if you are going to the beach with little ones, maybe grandchildren's or a niece or nephew has little ones, whoever you have in your circle that has some little ones, if you're going to the beach, think about bringing these 3 things that mom and dad may not necessarily pack. The first thing is a shower curtain. The reason is, what I do is we'll get to the beach, and part of the fun for the kids is digging a little hole. Okay, so that's fun, right? Who doesn't want to dig a hole at the beach in the sand? You then line it with not the shower curtain like the pretty curtain, but a shower liner. Just plain, boring, clear shower liner, okay? So you put that in there, and then you get a bucket, 2 buckets, 3 buckets, and you fill it with water. And so if you have a little one who definitely cannot go into the ocean and swim and play, and is even maybe too little for the surf may be really rough that particular day, they're not going to be getting in the ocean. So they have their own little wading pool. And so you throw some toys in there, and if they pop a little hole in it, that's all right. Maybe the older kids or even the little one themselves can help bring more water in. It works out really, really well. The second item I have for you is found at the Dollar Tree, $1.25, $1.50. It is Matchbox or Hot Wheels tracks. So you build a little mound of sand, and then you put these tracks there, and the kids get to roll the Hot Wheels and the Matchboxes down the track, and it's something fun. You could grab a couple of new Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars. I know my granddaughter loves Matchbox and Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars. She really likes the pink ones, purple ones. They have some food like dessert, and so those are the ones that she goes after. So anyway, consider doing that. And then the third item is, excuse me, a can of tennis balls. They don't need to be high end, dirt cheap tennis balls. You can get them at Walmart for less than $5. And so think kind of, I think it's called, what is it called? I think it's skeet shooting. It's at carnivals or big amusement parks. And the idea is you roll a ball up the lane and then it drops into a hole. So kind of think in that way. And again, dig a hole. That in itself can be an activity and fun. And either get to where you're at a little bit of a slope or maybe create a little slope, and then the kids take turns. They each could, if there's 3 of them, they could each get a ball, and then they're rolling the balls into the hole. That can be fun. Sometimes you accidentally make it a little bit more difficult, and you have to smooth it out, make it a little easier. Sometimes it's too easy, but you get the idea. Even just building this game or track can be fun. And if you have a bunch of kids, of course, get a few cans of tennis balls. So that's the 4th thing. My final thing for you today is live music. Get out and enjoy some live music. Now, if you have a particular band or group that you love and you buy tickets to go to a venue, a big concert hall, wonderful. But there's a lot of free live music too. Where I live here in Virginia, a lot of area restaurants and pubs have live music on Friday and Saturday nights. And it could be an entire band up there. It may just be one person with an acoustic guitar. But it just adds so much to going out to dinner. Even if you're not someone who enjoys a glass of wine or drinks beer, you don't have to. That doesn't matter. You're just kind of going for the atmosphere and to listen to good music and have a good time. So those are my 5 ideas for you today. Please consider subscribing, and I will throw a bunch more ideas at you to help you fight boredom very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.